Hello, and welcome to SafeRoutes My name is John Trussell, and I'm a phys ed teacher at Harrison Township Elementary School. I've started this website and this coalition with the hope of making the streets safer for families and students around Mullica Hill. I'm a cyclist and a runner, and I've noticed through the years that there are many improvements we can make in many areas around Mullica Hill. The goal of Safe Routes is to create a safe corridor between Harrison Township Elementary, Pleasant Valley School, and the Clearview Regional High School and Middle School. Another goal is to increase the signage along Route 45, alerting drivers that there is a school nearby and installing crosswalks and active LEDs. Here we start our tour along Cedar Road at High Point and PVS. You can see there is a crosswalk painted on the ground, but that's about it. There's no other signs, and there's no active LED lighting alerting people when anyone's trying to cross. Moving along, we see Clearview Regional High School at the intersection of Breakneck Rd and Cedar Road. If you look here, you can see the shoulder is very small. There's no sidewalk for anyone to walk along, and this is where I've seen large groups of high school and middle school students after school, before sporting events or practices, trying to walk across this road and cross this intersection. And this was about 1 o'clock on a Friday, and you can see there's quite a bit of traffic already. There's one stop sign, there's no active crossing equipment installed, no painted crosswalks, and it's just a very sketchy area. If you manage to cross that intersection safely, you're still along the shoulder here, and the sidewalk is over by the CVS store. So again, you're forced to cross the road to get onto a sidewalk where you can walk safely. And I've seen many students trying to get to the Heritage's store or continue on down into the center of town. Once you manage to cross the road, the sidewalk just ends into a grassy area. So now you're forced back onto the shoulder along Breakneck Road, continuing your journey. Now, if you manage to get around all of this and get to the Heritages, you're now greeted with 2 crosswalk areas that have no painted lines and again, no signage or active crossing equipment to enable you to cross Route 45, which we're looking at here. There's no sidewalk on the other side. Now, if we travel around the Heritages back to Breakneck, which is facing toward Clearview, you can see again another crosswalk area that leads to nothing. And this is a very busy area. Anyone that lives in Mullica Hill or travels through it will tell you that this is a very busy area that is in need of signs and painted lines at least. So just for an example, I crossed the road and showed you that again, it leads to nothing. You're on the shoulder, and this is a very busy road. Again, this is around 1:30 on a Friday, and you can see there's quite a bit of traffic. If you were trying to get down the road into the center of town, you'd be forced to walk along the shoulder on either side of Route 45 here. Now we're moving down 45, and we're outside of Harrison Township Elementary School. And through the years, I've had many parents that live across the street from the school ask me, why are there no crosswalks? Why are there no signs or anything? And I haven't had an answer for them. So as you can see here, the road is barren other than the standard highway lines. There's no way to cross if you have, or if you happen to live in Oak Knoll or 12 Oaks. There is no crosswalks, no active signs, and there's only one sign that warns drivers of any students in the area. Now we move down toward the police station and All Children Smile preschool. We see there are sidewalks here in front of the bank leading into the front of Harrison Township School, but there are no painted crosswalk lines and there's no way to cross over to Colson. Some signs or active LEDs or painted crosswalk lines could go a long way to increasing walkability and rideability and safety. If you manage to cross 45 onto Colson, you see there the sidewalk just goes into nothing, into a pole and a pile of dirt. So now this is coming down Colson, facing All Children Smile, and again, there's nowhere to go. My goal in starting this coalition was to increase awareness of these issues, and this is a prime example of what Safe Routes Mullica Hill is all about. By joining the coalition, you're helping to raise awareness and to hopefully fix some of these issues. Now we move on to Colson Chase. This is a development along Colson Lane and High Meadows Drive. There's a sidewalk. I see large groups of students that go to Harrison Township, Pleasant Valley School, that could possibly walk to school if the sidewalk continued right up to Route 45 and if there were active crosswalks installed where they could safely cross the road. But here, there's nothing available. And finally, my last area that I want to highlight is down Colson Road. There is a dip in the road where a sidewalk leads from Pleasant Valley going right into this guardrail area, and you're forced to cross the road because the sidewalk stops into a blind turn where drivers come around this turn and they go down into a dip, and you're actively crossing the road while these cars are coming around there, and you can see the dip in the far corner there. You're actually almost hidden from the road from this angle when you're down crossing that road. So thank you for watching our video, and go to SafeRoutesMullicaHill.org and join our coalition to help make our streets safer.